Okay, so here we are for another one.
Prepare
Not a
for
Battle Cup game this time, as it's Radiant with Elder Titan, Sand King, Enigma, Luna, Phoenix. Sand King, I guess, in the 4? Elder Titan 5? Maybe? Looks like Luna's going safe lane with Phoenix. Enigma in the off lane with the Sand King and Elder Titan mid. And this is with a Slark, Venge, Disruptor, Skywrath, Slardar. And this is before the Bash change, I believe. Because that was also changed in 7.20, and these are way older than that.
"30 seconds to battle."
So we'll see how this works out. I just don't see Radiant's lineup doing too well, unless they get a whole bunch of time. Find themselves with a very farmed Luna. But that definitely seems like such a far and away chance for them. Southern Crush hits on 2. They've got the Thunder Strike coming out.
The battle begins.
That'll hit onto the Luna with the Arcane Bolt. They'll get the kill. And it's first blood here for the Skywrath mage, who I believe is going mid. Which I'm very much a fan of.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Skywrath against an Elder Titan should definitely be a Skywrath favored matchup if he's just able to harass this Elder Titan out of lane. Maybe keep the creep equilibrium in his favor, but for sure should be more of a matchup that he dominates. Once you get level 2, level 3, getting that second level into the Arcane Bolt, making this very difficult for the Elder Titan. If you really wanted to make sure that he doesn't get the stomp on you either, you just take a value point into the silence. So as he goes for the stomp, get the silence out. And while he's channeling it up, you should be fine. We'll see what he does. Right now, level 2. Yeah, goes into the concussive shot, so I don't know. I think the silence could be good there. But maybe it's all preference. Then you've got the Sork with the Venge top against Enigma as well as Sand King. This could be a lane that really Enigma maybe could solo. It's a tough one for him for sure. But having the Demonic Conversion, taking away that experience from the Slark, as well as the Venge, should be able to put the Enigma ahead enough where maybe he could be okay here. Sand King will take the Bounty Rune here and take the Bounty Rune on his end. You've got a haste over top. Concussive shot thrown at the Elder Titan. Let's take a look over bottom. Slardar is going to be here with the Disruptor. That is against the Luna with a Phoenix. So Luna taking a lot of damage. Disruptor already out without mana. He'll go get the Bounty Rune over on his end. And I believe that was 2 for 2. Getting over mid, though. Arcane Bolt being used on these creeps. I think you should just be aggressive. Keep the Elder Titan out of lane. Harass him instead of harassing the creeps. And get the, you know, by pushing him out of the lane, you can... By pushing him out of the lane, you can get those last hits without using the Arcane. For now, I think Skywrath is level 4. Gets a second point in concussive shot. Again, I'm not really sure that's the call, and using all his mana on creeps. Going first item into the Rod of Atos, which isn't the worst call. Sork over top. He's a level 2, as is the Venge, and You know, Enigma, of course, taking away that experience with the demonic conversion. He's about to hit level 3, but we'll be sitting, at least for now, behind the Enigma, who's got enough for demonic conversion once again. But doesn't want to push this creep wave too far, and that would really help out the dire side if he were to do so. Skywrath Mage, low on mana over mid. But again, Elder Titan, he's just sitting here happy. He's fine. He's about to be level 5. Bounce, Leash, Dark Pact, Sand King in a lot of trouble trying to run. Midnight Pulse, though, with the right clicks coming out from the Enigma, doing a lot of damage onto both the Sark as well as the Venge. So they go to try and kill the Sand King. They're forced back quite a bit. There's a Sentry Ward inside the trees, so that Sandstorm in that spot not doing anything for him, and they'll pressure the tier 1 tower. Again, Sark here, now sitting about almost a level behind this Enigma. As long as you don't feed these Eidolons, you should be okay. Skywrath Mage, meanwhile, he's sitting even exactly with this Elder Titan in terms of experience. So Ardar doing really well in the offlane, 28-7, comparing that to the Enigma, who's 19-11. He's doing okay, and again, it's just taking away this lane from the Slark, but Luna is just a touch ahead of the Slark. So they're both having similar lanes. Coming over towards bottom is the Elder Titan. Slardar hit with the Slithering Crush. First hit bash, that comes in. Elder Titan does have a lot of extra damage with this Fire Spirits missing, and I don't think you could really chase under the tier 1. They have Lucent Beam and Stomp, and that's about it. Meanwhile, that lets Skywrath Mage get to 6, and going for the Rod of Atos, only 450 gold away from that. So to get that Rod of Atos, have the Mystic Flare at 7, since he went 1 into the Silence. Could put Elder Titan in a bit of a sad spot as Sark goes down over top. That's going to be a return kill for the Dire to take out the Sand King, but Sand King's playing support, so it's not that big of a deal. It's more of a deal for the kill on the Sark from the Radiant, so nicely done there. But now you're a level ahead. You've got enough mana. Just harass the Elder Titan. You could be taking much more of an advantage over this Elder Titan in the lane if you're just to push him out. Elder Titan looking for the sweep. Not gonna land. You really want to try and lead that a little bit more, but the Burrow Strike hits. Sark in trouble again, and the right clicks from the Eidolons as well as the Elder Titan to get the kill. They look over at the Venge to take a second. Finishing the TP is the Disruptor, and now Earthspitter placed down and will hit with the Burrow Strike landing. A third kill here for the Radiant. I don't know why you finished that TP. There's no reason to.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Everything going right for the Radiant. Elder Titan roaming around, and I would hope once you get this Rod of Atos on the Skywrath, get yourself back to full mana and you move around the map. Actually, I did the math wrong on that Skywrath before. He went 3-2-1, which is 6, and then 7 was the Mystic Flare. Or did I say 7? I forgot. Who knows? Phoenix bottom. Slardar doing a lot of damage, but the attack speed slowed. Icarus dive away. Disruptor comes over, and Kinetic Field placed down. They'll find the Phoenix and get the kill. He had a TP and didn't choose to leave. This leaves Luna by himself, and now the Rod of Atos finally finished off on the Skywrath. He needs to get back to full mana, buys out on three Clarities. He'll head over towards the shrine as well. I know that's bugged and you can't see it, but obviously you can tell he popped it.
I'll take that.
Buys a 4th Clarity. First dive. I think might have been trying to go for that double damage to steal it, but misses it. And Skywrath Mage in lane. It would have been. I think it would have been better for him to just go straight for an attack. Now he's shown this Rod of Atos. If you're, you know, doing anything a little bit decently, you should be able to see that he's got the Rod of Atos now and to avoid him. Splitter comes out bottom. They'll get the kill onto the Disruptor. Slardar's level 6, so he's got the Corrosive Haze. They'll bring Slark over, who's just a level 4. And sweep. Lands on to both of them. Right click's coming in. First hit bash. There's a pounce with the leash. Dark packed in. And Eclipse is enough to get the Slark. And now they're looking for the Slardar. He needs to get out of here. Skywrath Mage comes over. Slither and Crush. Rod of Atos with a Mystic Flare. Damage slightly mitigated, but Skywrath Mage gets a double kill. Silence, and the Slither and Crush once again. 3 kills here. Works out really well. Slardar happens to survive. They lose the Sark, but 3 kills there for the Dire. Coming out ahead. Really didn't think they were going to get out of that one the way they did. And Epicenter. Black Hole on it too. Get the kill onto the Slardar. They take out the Sand King with the Rod of Atos with a Magic Missile and the Dark Pack coming in. Another kill here for the Skywrath Mage. He's 5-0-1. And this is what you can do if you just use your skills like this and move around the map. I think he's starting to realize that, what he's able to accomplish, and he puts his team up 8-7 and a little bit of a net worth lead for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So this is going to help Slark get some space. 10 minutes in, let's switch over to the net worth. See that Enigma is leading, but only slightly above the Skywrath. That can't be right. That really shouldn't be right. What? Rod of Atos, Mystic Flare right on top. And they'll get the kill. Using that Rod of Atos again. That first item Rod of Atos before boots. Still no boots, but I guess he doesn't care. There it is. There's boots. Thank God. Phoenix isn't really able to do anything, and it's going to be much harder for him to get that egg down. Phoenix is dead again. Skywrath now Wicked 6, 7-0-1. Not really sure what you end up accomplishing for the Radiant by letting the Skywrath just dominate the map like this. And this is opening up, you know, with that, Slark to get some farm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So nice Slither and Crush on a 3. But the sweep comes out. They've got the Eclipse. Earth Splitter on top of that. Slardar as well as the Slark. Then the Venge go down. Static Storm placed onto 2 as well as the Kinetic Field to lock him in. Skywrath Mage, we're going to get another with that, but won't find it. They took the Sand King. It was a nice Slither and Crush, but the turnaround was very picture perfect from the Radiant side. 12 to 10.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
14 minutes in. Enigma's still top of the net worth.
Moon's blessings.
Wing Southern Crush. Sark is here. Oh, missing the pounce. I'm not sure it'll matter. Sark gets the kill. Skyrath holding on to 1,200 gold. I'm still wondering whether or not he's going to get this Rod of Atos. 3 heroes come over bottom. They've got the Lucent People on the Venge. Earth Splitter not landing. The pounce away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't find anything with the rotations coming out. Blink. Southern Crush. Ooh. Sunray to keep the Elder Titan alive. Looking for this Sardar. Now the Rod of Atos, as well as the Mystic Flare, Arcane Bolt coming in to get the kill. The Static Storm and the Kinetic Field on a 3. Oh, man. With a glimpse back, they'll get the kill. 3 heroes dead. They're looking for more. Sardar never in fact died. Oh, Arcane Bolt not getting the kill.
Dire's middle tower is
Phoenix
under
needs
attack.
to leave, but he can't.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So 1,000 net worth lead. And for the Dire, Enigma, I'd like to see him go Blink BKB.
Gold for my foe.
I'll take that.
But for right now, he's gone 4 staff with the Arcane Boots, and I just think that he really does need a BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Regeneration!
So 17 to 10, still 1,000 net worth lead. Luna looking for some farm here. Really trying to recover, sitting at 4,400 net worth, but the Sark's sitting far behind as well. Skywrath Mage is the one who's ahead. He's okay, thank God. Rod of Atos queued up for so long, and it will be that Ags next. I assumed it would be the Ags, but I mean, these are viewer request games and not professional games, so.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I will slake my thirst for revenge.
Venge here. Going for the Force Staff. You've got Slardar going for a Force Staff.
Radiant's middle tower
This is a lot to just get out of the way of what Radiant is pushing.
Radiant's middle tower is under
TP
attack.
in with the smoke, trying to catch the Slardar, unfortunately. He's able to get away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The game is really quieted it down after the first 15 minutes so of a
Radiant's
bloodbath
middle
that
tower
they've had.
has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Slark, he'll finish off his Shadow Blade going into the Echo Saber. He's got the Axe already finished off on this Skywrath Mage. Again, I don't know how they fight into the Skywrath. He's 10-0-2. He's got a lot of support and lockdown here from his team. He's got the Rod of Atos on top of that. Blink Dagger to start from the
Radiant's
Slardar.
bottom tower
If they're
is
the
under
aggressors,
attack.
they really should be able to take every fight that's not 5v5. And that's as long as they play it right. Mystic Flare coming out. That's the nice pickup by the Force Staff for this Enigma. I'd like to see him go Blink BKB next, just to make sure that he can survive.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
I just don't think any Black Hole can be successful as long as he doesn't have that BKB. And what they're doing here by pressuring is opening up a lot of space for the Slark. At the same time, though, Luna's getting a lot of space. Blink, Slither Crush. As I say that, though, Kinetic Field coming out. And Eclipse comes in, but it's not going to do enough. The Slither Crush. Oh, there. That's what I'm talking about. The Black Hole started and immediately stopped. They've got the Silence onto the Enigma. Earth Splitter comes across, but it's not going to do enough. Slark trying to catch this Elder Titan. Phoenix will use the Supernova, and finally the Skywrath Mage goes down. It's a godlike spree into the hands of the Elder Titan. Very sloppy from the Dire at the moment. The Sunray comes in, and the sleep. Oh, Force Staff! The Disruptor saving the life of this Slark. Now they've got the Magic Missile. Starting to hit away at the Elder Titan. Pounce, leashing him up, getting the kill. Looking over the Phoenix, who really has to be careful. What a play from that Disruptor to turn around and Force Staff him away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's how you save your cores right there. And Slark surviving. Skywrath Mage dying for the first time. 12-1-2. He's going into the Yules. The Force Staff on the Enigma makes it harder for him to get that Mystic Flare to settle on top of someone. May not be the target you want to go for anymore. And the Midas is here to try and recover the Blink. Slither Crush comes out on 2. They've got the concussive shot to hit on both of them as well. Mystic Flare, Static Storm, that's going to be 1. They look over at the Sand King, pulling back with the Glitch. They get themselves the kill. Sleep hits on 3. Earth Splitter to follow that up. Skywrath needs to run. Concussive shot comes in again. They've got the Malefice. They don't have the kill just yet. The Pounce, Leash, as well as the kill. Elder Titan coming back around. They got the Corrosive Haze. Dust is thrown out. So they've got vision onto the Slark, but the Rod of Atos comes in. The swap. Oh no! They should get the kill anyway, but that lets Elder Titan survive for a little bit longer. Luckily, that was in the beginning of the fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Skywrath Mage just surviving that engagement once again, as did the Sark. It is so close in these fights at times, and I think that does stem from the fact that the Dire are a little bit sloppy. You can tell by the lack of coordination that they have with that blink swap, Slithering Crush coming out.
A soldier's fortune.
Again, just wanting to keep the pressure up as it's a 6,000 net worth lead for the Dire. The Blink Slithering Crush as well as the Rod of Atos. The Silence comes in. They'll get the kill onto the Sand King very quickly and easily. Sweep lands on 2.
I'll take that.
Elemental gold.
To 11, and again, just really the Radiant trying to find enough space and time for Luna to come back in this game. Got the Yasha, the Mask of Madness. Would be the Manta style into the BKB for the Luna. But other than that, they don't have that much. The Elder Titan's doing a lot for them with the Shadow Blade. He's going into an Echo Saber of his own. But he might fall off if he's not too careful. I'd like to see him get an axe. Oh boy, Slithering Crush, Burrow Strike, that's going to land on a couple of the Sunray on top of them with the Sweep as well as the Eclipse. The Mystic Flare is going to rain down, but not enough damage being done. Sardar trying to run, but finally the last tick on the Eclipse gets the kill. Courier goes down as well. Oh boy. That is the Dire's Courier with quite a bit on it. Sark's being dusted. They look for the sweep. Pounce away. Dire thought they had it, but again, a nice counterplay, especially from the Sand King. Burrow Strike missing. Sark needs to get out of there. Has the TP. I don't know why he didn't just TP out. Everybody's over towards top. They've got the Sentry Ward. They spot him now. He needs to run. Playing it super greedy by not just TPing out. If he ends up dying here. Rod of Atos, 4-step away. Sardar with the Slithering Crush. Sark gets the kill here on the Enigma. And Sark won't get punished. He might actually just get 2 kills here too.
Dire's middle tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Blade with the pounce. And now they need to make sure that this egg doesn't go off, and they will easily do so.
Radiant's top tower
So the
is falling.
Ultra Greed coming out from this Sark ends up paying off, as he gets 2 more kills. Disruptor going for Axe. Top of the net worth the entire time has been the Enigma. Blink, Slithering Crush, Corrosive Haze right on top. Burrow Strike away. They've got the Glimpse, however. Into the kinetic field. First hit bash and an easy kill on the Sand King. Meanwhile, Luna starting to take the bottom tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Slithering Crush coming out, and Malphus onto the Slardar. He gets away from the sweep. Magic Missile comes out as well as the concussive shot. The kinetic field, Static Storm walking into Luna. They clean up the Disruptor. Elder Titan doesn't end up falling. They need to get this kill. They'll find the swap and get themselves at least the Luna, but the Black Hole on top of the Midnight Pulse with the Earth Splitter. Nice combination. Sark is here to try and clean up. That's going to be 1 for him. Goes into the ulti. Elder Titan invis. And they find him. So a full team wipe for the Radiant. Again, just reaching too far was the Dire. And they give it all right on back. Phoenix trying for a 4-staff. I like this against the Skywrath Mage. They'll push the mid-tier 2. And Radiant, they were down 7,000 net worth. And the game is back to even.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility. Gold for Lightfall.
Is mine.
Ooh, Sand King dead as Skywrath gets the kill with the Rod of Ages. He has not had a good game, 4-8-5, but stats don't tell the entire story. Burrow Strike, as well as that, the counterplay over in the mid lane, really did quite a lot for him. Ooh, finding the Enigma. Doesn't have the Black Hole for 50. The Pounce will leash him up. We got the Thunder Strike as well as the Glimpse, but right into the sweep. Not going to matter as the rest of the team is here. Elder Titan thinking about coming over with the Phoenix. They do have the Eclipse. They're going into the BKB first here. I like that from Luna to go. Know that you need this BKB. Dire needs to be doing more of that, going for these pickoffs. Sark getting that Scotty would be nice. Maybe upgrade to a Silver Edge if he wants. Sentry Ward as well as a ward behind this tier 2 tower to spot anybody making the move over. We've got swap level 2 Tome of Knowledge on the Venge. Just use it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Luna making everything a problem for the Dire. And trying to kill the Disruptor. Still has the BKB for like 2 more seconds. There's the Lucent Beam, and now without it. Might have just wanted to take that moment to leave, but Luna going into the BKB thinking it would help. Everybody rotates over for the Dire and now makes the Luna pay. Coming over, looking for the Venge. He's also got a 4-staff. Does everybody have a 4-staff here? 4-staff, 4-staff, 4-staff. A lot of 4-staffs in this game. Yules, 4-staff here, 4-staff there. Everywhere a 4-staff. I think Sand King might be going for a 4-staff as well. You can't keep going for that Black Hole. BKB afterwards. Oh, I don't know about that. The Venge will get taken out, but they lose the Sand King. Enigma on low health. Supernova will pop. Luna going after the Disruptor, who turns around and doesn't throw anything. Now the Rod of Atos coming out. Slither and Crush coming in. And the Sunray trying to keep the Luna alive. Might be able to do so. They got the sweep and the kill. Skywrath can't do anything to really help out. He does end up getting the Luna. Slark coming behind enemy lines. He should be able to make both these heroes pay for it. And there's the Pounce with the Dark Pact. Getting the kill. Looks over the Phoenix, who Icarus dives away. Might even think about turning on the Elder Titan, but he's got Shadow Blade, and unless you've got Vision, there's no way he's going to get that. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the dust.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's exactly what he needed to get this kill. Oh, the damage! Ay, ay, ay. Dark Pact, Rod of Atos, Arcane Bolt. Ends up being a full team wipe for the Dire over some time.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Into Roche they go. 4 heroes here for the Dire. 4 dead for the Radiant. So put it on Skywrath. I don't know if it's really worth putting on the Skywrath. I'd like to see it on the Slark. He does have the Scotty though. It's the top of the net worth. Behind them now is the Enigma, who's going for the Lotus Orb. He has to pop that BKB before he blinks in and uses the Black Hole. Throw Strike, looking for the Epicenter. No chance that comes off. Mystic Flare on both of them. The BKB is going to be used by the Enigma. He Force Staffs to the low ground. Won't get out. The Eclipse not doing enough damage to kill anybody. He might even try to get back in there. The sweep hits 2, but the Force Staff forward, and I think that was Sardar who used it onto the Luna to send him back into the fight. Skywrath does have the Aegis. He has to be careful, though. The Silence is out. The Southern Crush, the sweep on a 3, as well as the Earth Splitter. This is going to be a problem for the Dire. That's a sweep on a 4, actually. Sardar, Slark, and Venge go down. They look over the Disruptor. The Phoenix Egg is gonna get off, and that's gonna be 4. An ultra kill there for the Elder Titan. Skywrath ended up dying, but he has that second life, so that was basically a team wipe. It did cost Radiant a buyback from now the Phoenix and the Elder Titan. Still a 5,000 net worth lead for the Radiant, but these sweeps. Elder Titan having such a good game, keeping his team in it.
Not for myself, but for others. It's mine.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Hex for the Skywrath. Level 24. I'd like to see him go 300 gold per minute. I don't think, with all the Force Staffs in the game, I don't think the Mystic Flare damage is really that important. Or the 600 Mystic Flare damage is that important. Like, yeah, it's 2,000, but itemizing better, I think, can do you a lot. Or getting the next couple of items. He's itemized fine.
A soldier's fortune.
Let's see what Slark's gonna get. Could get the Essence Shift duration. Although it's already 2 minutes. It would make it a 200-second duration, which would span over multiple fights if he's able to survive. And then I'd like to see him maybe go for BKB or something. Find the Luna. Slithering Crush coming out, and BKB is going to be popped as well as the Earth Splitter. Static Storm comes in, but the Eclipse is going to be used. That's raining down onto the side of the Dire. They kill off the Starter as well as the Disruptor. They look over the Venge. Will find themselves another Magic Missile is going to be thrown beforehand. Skywrath Mage gets the kill on the Luna. It's a 3-for-1 so far. Hex and Malefice coming out. Not much Slark can do. And they lose this Skywrath again, who's 24 and 15.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Slark. I don't know if you should really be looking for a pick off there. Wait for your team. Especially knowing that the Black Hole is available. And they've got the Sentry. So that's a full team wipe for the Radiant. Dire throwing it right back in their hands. Again, just over-aggressive, over-ambitious. And at times, very sloppy. So much going wrong here for the Dire. They need to keep their distance with the Skywrath, lead with the Slardar. If the BKB comes out from the Luna, back off for a second, then re-engage. Can't commit too heavily onto that. How many times they've been taken out of these fights thanks to the Eclipse coming out from the Luna. And soon enough, with a Satanic being built, it'll come down to, if you lose a fight, or not even that, if you're unable to control the Luna, you'll just Satanic, stay alive, continue to fight, and you haven't been able to take out the first life. If he heals up again in full, it's basically having to kill the Luna twice. And Luna will be able to push pretty heavily. If you're not too careful on the Dire, they keep losing these fights. Luna just farming up right now, could just go and push. Slark thinking about the Silver Edge. Skywrath goes into the Mystic Flare damage, which again I think is not the best call.
Damage.
Smoke up, Roshnot up for at least another minute. What does Phoenix have? Spirit Vessel? Oh, Slark. Double damage. Could go for it. Has to get the kill pretty quickly, though, and will. As the flare comes out, it's the Skywrath who gets it. The sweep, though, onto the Slark. None of the Phoenix. Still 4,000 net worth lead so far. Luna, I'd like to see the Luna start pushing out and force Dire to come back and not take these fights.
It is mine.
to farming, waiting for this Roche up in 30 seconds. And for right now, the Dire has control in the area of the Roche pit. Enigma, they'll TP back towards the shrine. This is the fight that Radiant might be looking for to finish this game.
I'll take that.
5 years here, this is quite clearly a smoke play.
I know I can trust you guys.
Or should be. Grouped up as 5 and...
Radiant are scanning.
Okay.
Not for myself, but for
They grouped up, looking like they wanted to smoke, but they are not even going to need it. Burrow Strike comes in. It was the attempt of the Force Staff that made him look like he had been looped over. But the amount of Force Staffs they have... Oh, Enigma, Black Hole on a 2, but there's the swap coming through BKB. And there's the Black Hole once again with the Earth Splitter, but now the Static Storm comes out on top as the BKB's not going to last any longer. The Sand King's going to end up dying. They've got the Arcane Bolt coming out. They have the second BKB charge, but the Elder Titan's already taken out as well as the Phoenix and the Sand King. They look for the Disruptor. They get themselves one. Now Yule staying alive. Slither and Crush comes out. They'll get themselves a 4th and the Enigma. A full team wipe here for the Dire with Roche upright and ready for the taking.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Swap, Slither and Crush, lockdown. Luna just bought back. The Mystic Flare comes out, and they should be able to get the kill. Dead for 2 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With that kill, they should be able to finish the game. Got 30 seconds until the Enigma is up. If they could kill the Elder Titan, for sure, they should just back up and get Roche with that kill.
Radiant's
Burrow
middle
Strike
tower
again. I
has
believe there's a
fallen.
Force Staff attempt. Or at least it looked like it. And they'll find the sweep. Epicenter charged up. Possibly looking for the sword. And he's dead. They'll also get the Swordar. Sand King goes down, as does the Skywrath Mage. Super greedy there. No. And ooh, Elder Titan dead to the illusion of the Venge. Or one of the illusions. Venge gets credit for it. All that time there, you lose 3. Your Skywrath and your Sork won't be up until after the Luna comes back up. You could have just got Aegis. You didn't have to force that engagement.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Unfortunately, for the Dire side, just doing something like that, just committing the way that they did, was not the right move. You could have had this Aegis, as well as the cheese, regroup, rebound, come back. But I think that was just so greedy. That could cost them the game. If Radiant are able to get this Aegis onto the Luna and then take a fight, we know how quickly they can push. Blink Malefice, Burrow Strike, missing. Luna would like this butterfly before possibly fighting. Already bought back, so there's no reason to hold cash anymore. Sark goes into Roche. About 50 minutes here. really taking this Roche too quickly. Dino about half health. Eidolons come in, spot that Roche is being taken. They'll start to rotate over. And they're actually under this ward, so Dire know exactly where they are. For the epicenter, Disruptor forced half away the epicenter, not doing really enough. The BKB is going to be popped by the starter as well as the Slithering Crush. They've got themselves a Supernova on the back lines, but everybody trying to run away, as is this Disruptor. The clip's coming out, the BKB is no longer there for the starter. They'll get themselves the kill. Slark still not engaging in this fight. Whoa, Sentry. They might be able to go into Roche and take it themselves. Black Hole was never used there. They actually still have both Black Holes ready to go. Rod of Atos, Mystic Flare, Burrow Strike. Got the Meteor Hammer on top of that. They're trying to get the kill. The Slithering Crush comes out with the buyback coming out from the Sardar. And BKB, Black Hole, there it is. Finds the swap. And he's got the Refresher with another Black Hole here. That's going to be a second one. 2 heroes dead, 4 heroes gone. That's going to be a full team wipe for the Radiant side. Whew, baby. Triple kill for the Enigma. That was... okay. That was amazing. And now they're going to be able to push. That should probably force every buyback out that they've got. Again, Radiant being greedy here. Just go back. You don't have to try for more. You don't have your Luna. I really don't even think the buybacks were worth it unless they were going to push too heavily. They lost the tier 2. That's not a big deal. But now that you bought back, it forces you into having to take this Aegis. Elder Titan with a Refresher Orb. I think I've called Enigma's Refresher Orb Shard at least twice. Next finally picked up by the Disruptor. We'll see if that's enough. Luna back up in 10. Buybacks from the Dire, and again, that's you're not going for Roche. Get the Aegis. You die again and the Luna survives, you'll lose your base. Dusk coming out. Enigma coming over. He's got Black Hole available with a BKB. Spark, you have to be very careful.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Radiant's bottom shrine.
Now the Radiant
has
have
fallen.
everybody back up. You can't really go for Roche. 2 ults for the Elder Titan. 2 ults ready for the Enigma once again. If you're the Dire, I think you just kind of waited yourself out. The buybacks are so crucial there. And I don't really think you needed to buy back.
Ought to take care of this thin
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
So Radiant setting up here. Luna's still going for the butterfly, but does have buyback now, so doesn't need to finish it out. That's very bad. They've got buyback on the Luna, and Dire really, they don't have much of anything. This is picked up by the Slardar Roche. Ticked by that Astral Spear. You've got the Octarine Core ready on the Skywrath Mage. Could have had so much more here if he had just gone with the BK or with the 300 gold per minute. But the Mystic Flare damage is what he wanted, and I personally don't think that that was the best plan of action, but it happens. Eight more Eidolons to do your bidding.
Double damage.
Desperately wanting this Roche is the Radiant, but Dire, they're in such a position that they're making it very hard for the Radiant to find anything here. He might go into Roche. The ward is spotted. I want to go up to the high ground, and there it is. So again, Dire's got some deep vision here as well. And that ward's spotting them out. Slithering Crush coming in. They've got the BKB popped by the Sand King. There's the Euls. As well as the Burrow Strike to escape. Dire poking and prodding. This could be a good point where if Luna had Boots of Travel, it could just TP over to top lane, push out.
Radiant's middle base has fallen.
Link Burrow Strike, that hits it on the Slark. Ooh, BKB, that's a 3-man black hole! But the swap comes out. Slark's already dead. They've got themselves the second black hole to lock in the Skywrath Mage. Icarus dive over the Burrow Strike hits. They'll get the kill. 4 heroes gone, no buyback. And now they look over at the Venge. They lose the Sand King. Disarm onto the Venge. Heaven's Halberd is here for the Elder Titan. Venge picks up the Hurricane Pike. 11 seconds on a cooldown. Trying to run. Will get the invis. But nobody's got buyback. Just push. That's all you got to do. So they'll push mid, they'll push top. Open up the tier 3. Got a full minute without this Skywrath or the Slark. This should be more than enough time.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
And just here to try and slow this down, but they've lost the top set of racks. They've lost the mid set of racks in a moment. They were going after the tier 4s, but Slardar back up. They'll make sure that they get mega creeps instead. It'll be tough for the Dire to come back in this game, but there's the Blink. Slithering Crush coming out on it, just creeps. He's travel picked up by the Sand King as he's back in the base. He should be able to come over in a moment. Got 7 seconds till the Slark. Let's take a look at buybacks. Yeah, you've got it for everybody on the Radiant side.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This game looking very over.
From the cold years, my treasure.
At this point, if you're the Dire, you need to make a move. They send the Slark over. Everybody's got buyback except the Skywrath Mage. But the dust comes out, pounds to the high ground. He has to be with his team. You can't go in by yourself. That's absolutely nuts. I think you can make a move like that. Slark behind them again. Burster comes out with a BKB being popped. They're looking for the epicenter right on top as the black hole one more time, but that one's going to be a whiff. It's the first whiff of the game. Lucent Beam, BKB on the back lines as Elder Titan takes up the Slark. Man fights him. Gets the question mark as well. And now they've got the buyback coming out from this Slark. The silence through onto the Enigma. Skywrath doesn't have buyback, and he'll end up with the Yules and falling. Dead for 100. Dire attempted, but again, just such a poor attempt. Refresher, Black Hole, Earth Splitter on top of that, and this is the Radiance game. They will take it. Hour and 25 seconds in.